Cancer. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everybody for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you like the video. That truly does help my channel, but it also helps everybody else that needs to see the messages, see them. I want to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It's definitely going take the flippers. It's definitely going to resonate completely for some of you, but not all of you. Okay? Those of you that it doesn't completely resonate for, take what does resonate. That's yours. Those pieces are yours. That's here for you. Leave the rest behind. And all of you, if you feel like it, you are free to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Okay? So we're going to get a card from the Soul's Journey deck for Spirit's message. We're also going to get a Motivation Manifesto card as part of Spirit's message to you today. Okay, so ooh, you have growth. I don't think I've ever had this card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Okay, so this is part of what Spirit wants you to realize. Part of what you've been closed off to is the growth. So sometimes what happens is we get into that growth cycle because we never stop growing, but we go through those, what do I want to call them? They're like hills and valleys, right? There's hills and valleys in everything in life. You're going to have the up moments and then you're going to have the down moments. But know that when you're in those lower vibing moments, there's growth taking place because the contrast is necessary for you to manifest what you want, because you need to know what you don't want, and those down times tell you what you don't want. So this is all about growth. Those of you that are in a downtime right now know that it's about growth, and you're going to come out the other side of this downtime in a very happy, much better place. Okay? So now you have, we are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. So stay conscious and aware of your thoughts, because they can tend to go negative when we're in one of these so-called pre-manifestation funks, I like to call them. And what happens when we get into these valleys, let's call it a valley. When we get into the valley, it's not usually a feel-good place, so we do find it easier to go into these negative vibing energies, these thoughts that like to come in. So discipline yourself so that you can control your thoughts and your feelings in these valleys, because that's what will bring you right back up on top of the hill like that. The longer we stay in the valley and in the negative vibes, the longer we're going to stay in the valley in the negative vibes, right? Okay. So now we're going to get more information for you. We're going to use the Tarot Illuminati deck. Here comes Mr. Grumpy. We might have a bark or two. He's in one of those valleys. Okay, your first card out. The Moon. This guy, he's howling at the moon. Yeah, this is telling me that there's, what's the word, Spirit? Help me put the word here. This guy here is doing what you should be doing, what Spirit wants you to do. See him? He's observing. He's observing what's going on, what's happening around him in the environment. This guy is allowing it to affect him. And that's why he's howling. He's feeling, what is the word? It's an uncomfortable feeling, but that's not the word. Maybe it'll come to me. Maybe Spirit will help me grab that word for that. But it's a place of, it's kind of uncertainty, but that's not the exact description that I want to use to translate the energy that they're making me feel here. It's more of a longing for something different. You know, you get into that valley or that dark time and you don't care what happens. You just want something else to happen. You just want to be out of that time because you don't like how it feels. Ooh, but you're there because this is what's coming. Like I said, it's a pre-manifestation funk that you're in. And what that means, all that means, is that you've got a big manifestation coming in, something that you have manifested in the past. And it's time for it to come in. And I don't know why, but this happens to me all the time too, Cancer. I go into what I call a pre-manifestation funk because it's feeling melancholy, or it's feeling negative, or it's just feeling sad or depressed or victimized, you know, any of those negative emotions. I seem to end up in those a day or two before a manifestation comes in. Every time. But again, it's the hills and the valleys. It's coincidental. You know, you're in a valley, you can't go anywhere but up. So if you're down here, you are going up here. And that's this. You've got a brand new beginning coming in. Just be the observer of what's taking place here with this darkish moment, because it doesn't feel like a really dark night of the soul period for you. It just feels more like one of those valleys where you're just not as happy as you have been. But you are about to be. Again, look at this little dog. This is this dog here. 1 minute he's howling at the moon, longing for something better. He doesn't care what it is. He just wants to get out of this environment. And look at him here. It's like, yeah, let's go. That's where you're headed. That is where you're headed. It's going to feel amazing. Okay, now you've got Temperance. Yeah, so just be patient. While you're there, just be patient, because Spirit is working on this behind the scenes. You can't see it. You might be able to feel it, though. If you become more the observer of what's going on around you, you might be able to sense these energies a little bit easier. But Spirit is blending. Look at, this is the alchemy of it. Spirit is blending this with this so that it doesn't seem so bad. Lining things up for you is what I'm hearing. Things are being lined up. Look at this. You've got purple orchids over here. They're beautiful. Look at the rainbow. Wow. This is, Spirit's pointing out something to me that is so strange. I've never noticed it in this deck before, but I'm going to put it up close for you in a minute. It looks like a woman's head on a man's body. This is balancing out your masculine and your feminine. See that? And that's what this is. That's what's happening. That is what you're closed off to. That is the growth. It's the balancing of your masculine and feminine energies. And if you're not aware, most of you are, but some of you aren't. Masculine energy is the doer. The masculine does, goes after, chases, grabs and brings back. The feminine attracts to her. She's the beer. She just attracts things. She doesn't have to chase anything. But we need a balance of that, because there are times where we do have to go after what we want, right? We have to take that step. So this is what it's all about for you. We are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. Because it's the norm in 3D to be the masculine energy, to chase what you want. But spiritual, 5D, you're attracting. So now you're balancing this out. Oh man, Six of Cups. This is all about a soulmate union or reunion here. This could be, and look at this, the kids, there's a little boy and a little girl. Again, it's talking about your masculine and feminine energy. And look at, you're being watched over. You are definitely being watched over here. But this is all about the past. This is all about finding that balance between the past and the present. You got to let go of the past. The past is the old way of being. You're growing now into this new way of attracting most of the things that you want. Being that magnificent manifester is what I'm hearing. This is a beautiful card in this deck. I love it. It's also about allowing your inner children to shine. And children meaning feminine and masculine. Because even children, there's doers and beers in children. So your inner child has a masculine side and a feminine side. Have fun. Live your life. Go do what it is you want to do and allow the manifestations to come in. That'll speed it up. The momentum. If you can get a momentum of good vibration going and keep it going, that brings everything in that much faster for you. Okay, now we're going to get some Gaia Oracle cards. Nice. Flame Tree. Card number 30 breaks down to a 3. It's all about growth and evolution, that number. The start of something new. And it sits on top the Moon and the Fool card. Yeah. This is the start of something new. Absolutely. You going after your passion. It's flames. It's passion. It's drive, ambition. It's goals. It's beautiful. You're going to be taking a leap of faith. Spirit is getting everything lined up for you, and you're going to be taking a leap of faith in that direction soon. Yin Yang, card number 40. 4 is all about stability and grounding and foundation. It's about creating that foundation that is so solid and so stable that nothing can break it down. Creating harmony through balance. I can't make this up. This sits on top the Fool and the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is all about harmony and balance. That's the alchemy of it, right? It's the balancing of the energies. The masculine and the feminine. The Temptress. Ooh. Card 15 breaks down to a 6, which is all about love. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. Sits on top the Temperance and the 6 of Cups. Someone from the past broke a promise with you. Or deceived you. But it might not be anything, like cheating. Deceit is bad enough as it is, but I mean, there are levels of deceit, and this one feels to me more like it's about, we're going to get more information as we go, but it feels like it's more about the heart. Somebody not being honest with you as far as their emotions go. Very unbalanced. It's on top of the Temperance and the 6 of Cups, like I said. So this is something from the past that was not balanced. It was not in harmony. And it was probably the wrong timing because you had growth to manifest, and they did too. Okay, now we're going to get Heal Yourself cards. rejection, card 13. 13, I want to point out, is a twin flame number, by the way, if you're not aware. But it also breaks down to a 4. Again, it's about your stability, your grounding, your foundation. And it sits on top of the starting something new and the other 4 card, which is creating harmony through balance. This rejection had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with protecting you. Whatever this was, it wasn't the right time. So here's another way to look at this. If someone from the past rejected you by deceiving you, I feel like they were hiding their actual feelings for you. And they rejected you because of it. They had a fear of opening themselves up. And this was protection for you because they weren't ready, but neither were you. You're still growing, getting ready for that eternal soulmate union. And that's what this is all about. And see, now we're going down this way. I want to see what this card is. Family and tribe. I've never had this card. Card number 20. 2 is all about duality, partnerships, relationships, right? And this is on top of the yin and yang and the temptress. So this is someone. It could be a family member. Could be a tribe family member. You know, a soul tribe family member. Because keep in mind, we've got your soulmate in line with that right here. But this is on top of yin yang and the deceit, broken promise. So some of you, it's a family member, just like a blood family member. For others of you, it's a family in the way of, you know, when you have a really good friend who's been your friend for years and years and years, and you look at them like family, that kind of family. Or your soul tribe, your soulmate. I feel for most of you, it's a soulmate, your eternal soulmate. And there was something new that was beginning, but there wasn't harmony and balance. And that's why it was rejected. The relationship, the connection, got rejected. And I mean that spiritually. You were protected from this because it wasn't right for you at the time. But I have a feeling it's coming back around for you. And that's the growth. You're both growing at this point, so you can come back together. Now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. Healthy choices, yes. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. That's what your growth is all about. That's why this couldn't take place. That's why the rejection happened. It wasn't a healthy place to be at that point in time. Now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card. And I just, look at the bottom of the deck. I just saw this double time. 1122. If you're seeing 1122, it means everything's going to start moving at twice the pace, twice the speed. Ooh, an upcoming trip creates positive change. So either you're planning a trip, or you will be, or your person is. And it's this trip that's going to create that positive change. Maybe it's a trip that they're taking by themselves and they're going to do some soul searching. And that's when they have their growth and they realize what this is. Maybe it's you taking that trip. coming to some kind of realization. Told to look at the bottom of the deck. Your twin sends messages in songs. So if you're hearing songs in your head, you wake up in the morning and there's a song in your head, that's not you putting it there. That's likely your soulmate. So go find the song on YouTube or wherever and listen to it and check out the lyrics, because there will be a message in there somewhere for you. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Ooh, nice. Financial reward coming soon. Some of you, maybe, this person or you has been waiting for their finances to reach a place where they feel comfortable coming together with you, or you with them. It's about being supportive, financially supportive of a partnership. Or it's just time. You've been working on your finances for a long time, and it's time for you to get to that place. And good for you, Cancer, because pat yourself on the back. That's all about the work that you've done up to this point. That's about how happy you've been, how positive you've been, because you can't gain finances without raising your vibration to a place where it matches the finances that are coming to you. Okay, this is a Whispers of Love card. Card 21. There's a lot of cards coming out here in your reading that I have never had in these decks. I have never had this card. 21 breaks down to a 3. So again, it goes back to the growth that you're going through. It says, choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. See things from a place of love, not fear, not negativity. Positivity. And this is so true. Make your choices with love. Love for you. Love for your person. That's beautiful. This reading is beautiful. I want to ask your guides and spirit what it is that you need to do, be, think, and or feel to move through this growth that you're in right now, this transformation, and get to that place where you're ready for your eternal soulmate and this financial reward that's finally coming in. We're going to do that in the extended. If you click on this title of this video, my description box will drop down. The listing of the decks that I use is down there, as well as the extended link for this video, okay? Those of you that are going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.